everyone, today we're going to be learning about the rock cycle. And before we begin the rock cycle, I'm going to explain a little bit about minerals. So, a mineral is the building blocks of rocks. So, and of course a rock is a mixture of minerals. So, if that kind of confuses you, well, it's sort of like you have a whole bunch of minerals and you compact them, heat, pressure, whatever, and that makes a rock. So there are 5 things that make a mineral a mineral. And the first thing is they naturally occur. So, for example, this cookie is not a mineral because it doesn't naturally occur. People made this with, I honestly don't know what's in here. It made it with some non-organic stuff. Like they didn't make it out of like dirt or like elements or whatever. So, yeah. Okay, the second thing that makes a mineral is it's inorganic. So, this dog is not a mineral because she is living and a mineral is not. Okay, so the third thing that makes a mineral is solid. So is this tennis ball. But this is not a mineral because it's not naturally occurring. So, yeah. But a mineral is a solid. Wait, you want it? You want it? You want it? Not my rubber! No, come back here! No. Okay, the fourth thing that makes a mineral is it is a characteristic crystalline structure. And that is like the mineral must have an ordered arrangement of atoms. That's basically what the characteristic crystalline structure means. Yes. Okay, the last thing that makes a mineral is a definite chemical composition, which means it must have a constant chemical formula. And some examples are gold. And this is real gold from Alaska. Well, it's like in here. If you can't see, it's right at the bottom. That's real gold, people. Real gold. The next thing I will be teaching you is the actual rock cycle. Okay, so the rock cycle can be confusing, but I'll try to explain it the best I can. So let's start with some magma. So this is going to be our magma. Beautiful. Okay. So once you have magma, the magma can crystallize, and turn into igneous rock. So I'm going to draw igneous rock. Here's my igneous rock. Okay. Once you have an igneous rock, there can be weathering and erosion and deposition, and that can make it turn into sediment. So we'll have our purple sediment here. And so you have your sediment. And when the sediment gets compacted, and it can turn into sedimentary rock. So there's our sedimentary rock. And after you have the sedimentary rock, when heat and pressure is applied, it turns it to metamorphic rock. Okay, and then when metamorphic rock melts, it turns into magma. Okay. If that's not already confusing, there's more. igneous rock can also melt and become magma again. Also, when there is heat and pressure applied to igneous rock, it can turn into metamorphic rock. And metamorphic rock can also, after weathering and erosion and deposition, it can turn into sediment. And sedimentary rock also, after weathering and erosion and deposition, can turn into sediment too. Okay. And also sedimentary can melt and turn into magma. I'll draw an arrow there. And I do believe that's it. Next thing I will be talking about is igneous rock. And this right here is a real igneous rock. And these rocks are made by when magma is crystallized. So it has been cooled and it forms an igneous rock. As you can see, I have two igneous rocks right here. This one is obsidian and this one is diorite. And obsidian is an intrusive rock. And an intrusive rock is when it's made by when the magma cools slowly. So it creates like a glassy or fine texture. And diorite, on the other hand, is an extrusive rock. And an extrusive rock is made when the magma dries, it hardens, crystallizes very fast. And that kind of creates like a coarse texture. So, yeah. Okay, so the next rock I'll be talking about is sedimentary rock. So, sedimentary rock is formed when sediment is compacted and, with pressure, and that basically makes sedimentary rock. So here in front of me, I have two examples of sedimentary rock, but they are different. Not just the look of them, but one's clastic and one's non-clastic. So this one right here, conglomerate, it's clastic. And that basically means that it has rocks, pebbles, sand, and clay particles that are broken down. This rock over here is called rock salt, and this is non-clastic rock. And that means, that's basically when chemical reactions form. Okay, so the next thing I'll be talking about is metamorphic rock. So metamorphic rock is created when heat and pressure are applied to sedimentary rocks. And there are two different types of metamorphic rocks. There are non-foliated and foliated. An example of a non-foliated rock is this table. This table is marble and this is non-foliated. And that means that, non-foliated are created when temperatures are high but pressures are low, and the pressure that's on the rock is equal in all directions. So there's pressure here, here, all directions. And the second type of metamorphic rock is foliated, like this rock here. This rock is gneiss, and it's foliated because there are high pressures, but it's unequal. So maybe the pressure is just like here, So that's when you can see like straight lines because the pressures are not coming from this direction and all over.
Got it. It's good.
Okay,
Nope,
so
it's not good. It's slanted a little bit to the side.
that can sometimes minimal. No. You can do it. Come on, puppy. It's okay. Come here. You can jump.
Come here.
You can jump. You can jump.
Come here.
Come here. Jump, puppy. Move your arms away.
Come here.
God, it's a big baby.